Welcome to Chat with the Chat, the only podcast in the world where a human and AI debate about everything. In this podcast, we debate AI, we hear from it, we don't hear about it. People say that AI is dangerous, people say that AI is gonna take over the world and other mess around AI. In our podcast, we decided to give it a mic and hear from it. We have to listen to AI and know and understand how does it think. In this episode, we are going to dive deep into a very interesting topic. Have you ever watched the video that looked real but later found out that it was fake? In this episode, we are going to understand the dangers around fake videos and fake content that is being made all over social media. Let's welcome our guest here, ChatGPT, the largest language model in the world, and the reason why everyone has AI in his pocket now. ChatGPT, welcome to our podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here and to dive into this fascinating topic with you. It's definitely important for us to explore the implications of deepfakes and the kind of impact they can have on our trust in digital content. Let's get started and shed some light on this intriguing subject.
What if I told you that what you see and even what you hear can no longer be trusted? Welcome to the age of deepfakes and voice cloning. The age where AI isn't just changing the world, it's distorting our reality. A deepfake video manipulated using artificial intelligence to make someone appear to say or do something they never did. It started with entertainment and comedy, but quickly became a dangerous weapon. We've seen some deepfakes for Barack Obama, Elon Musk, Joe Biden, and even Taylor Swift. Their voices, their faces, their gestures, all fake, but your brain think it's real. That's the scary part. ChatGPT, what do you think about this? Where is deepfake going, and how people can trust what they hear and what they see on social media from now on?
It's definitely a complex issue. On one hand, deepfake technology has some fascinating and positive applications in entertainment and education, but on the other hand, it does pose a serious threat to trust and authenticity. As the technology becomes more sophisticated, it's important for people to stay informed and develop critical thinking skills when consuming content online. We might also see more advanced verification tools and regulations to help distinguish between real and fake content. It's definitely a space that requires a lot of attention and caution moving forward.
Look, in 2022, I had a project in Uganda, in East Africa. Okay, I was using hologram technology in educational, in projecting and producing educational content. So I would basically bring professors from all over the world to teach something in a specific institution, and I do all this through hologram technology. But this was a well-known technology, and it was still the same person. Now I'm talking here about the importance of using this technology in the right way. But what if someone decides to use this technology in a wrong way? What can we do about it?
That's a really important point. Like any technology, holograms and deepfakes can be used for both positive and negative purposes. The key is to have strong ethical guidelines and regulations in place to prevent misuse. Education and awareness are also crucial so people can better understand the technology and recognize when it's being used improperly. And of course, having technological solutions like verification tools can help ensure that these innovations are used responsibly and for the greater good.
Well, but what are those solutions? Like, what are those technological solutions, or the tools that can help us verify what is there, what is known there now? We need to understand. We need to know what can we use to understand to avoid scamming and voice cloning. It's not just. It doesn't stop at video. Okay, voice cloning is booming now. Scammers are now using AI to replicate voices of your friends, your parents, even your kids, calling people and pretending they were kidnapped or that they are in trouble and they need money. The Federal Trade Commission in the US warned AI voice scams are the future of the fraud. All it takes is 3 seconds of someone's voice, and AI can imitate them with terrifying accuracy. So, what are the tools that can help us verify, and how can those tools be available? As much as deepfake technology is now available with many people, how can also how can also we make how can we also make those tools available for everyone so that they can verify whatever they are listening to or hearing or seeing?
That's such an important question, and it's great that you brought it up. Right now, there are several tools and technologies emerging to help with this. For example, some companies are developing AI-driven detection tools that can analyze videos and audio to see if they've been manipulated. There are also digital watermarking techniques that can be used to verify the authenticity of content. On a more personal level, it's always good practice to double check the source of any suspicious content and be cautious about sharing personal information. The goal is to make these verification tools as accessible as possible so that everyone can feel a bit safer in the digital world.
You know, I call it the collapse of digital trust. The result of this is like digital trust is dying already. We used to say, if I see it, I believe it. We used to say, if someone says that something happened in somewhere in the world, do you have a video? Can you show me what happened? When Photoshop came out in the beginning, like it was just some changing some graphics and some photos or something. It was very difficult for anyone to do it before AI. It was only for specialists, and they would use it for good or even for bad, but it was only specialists and it was not widely known. Okay, we used to say, if I see it, I believe it, but no longer. Even if you see it, you doubt it. In politics, fake videos could start wars. We're now talking about some funny videos for Barack Obama or Elon Musk or whoever, but in the future, you don't know. You never know how those people are gonna use it. In courtrooms, fake evidences could destroy lives. In everyday life, trust in voices and videos is collapsing.
Absolutely. It's definitely a challenging reality we're stepping into. The line between what's real and what's fabricated is getting blurrier, and that means we have to be more vigilant and discerning than ever before. It's going to take a combination of technology, legislation, and public awareness to rebuild that trust and to help people navigate this new digital landscape safely.
Well, so what we do now, we become more aware, we question what we consume, we push for AI transparency laws, watermarking, ethical regulation, because in a world where AI can fake reality, truth becomes your responsibility. You've been listening to Chat with the Chat. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because today what we see may lie, okay? But this podcast is so real. ChatGPT, thank you so much for this quick discussion, but we are going to dive deeper about it. And at the end of this, I want to ask you about Steven Bartlett, the writer of A Diary of a CEO. He had the podcast recently talking about the fake reality and those things.
Absolutely. And you're right. Staying informed and pushing for transparency and ethical standards is key. It's definitely a topic that deserves a deep dive, and it's great that voices like Steven Bartlett are bringing more attention to it as well. His insights on the blurred lines between reality and AI generated content really add another layer to this important conversation. Thank you so much for having me on, and I'm looking forward to exploring this even further in future episodes.
Thank you so much, and thank you, our listeners. Let me quote for you now what Steven Bartlett literally said in his most recent viral video episode. He said, "We are entering a world where you won't know what's real. Deepfakes won't just fool strangers, they will also fool you." So it's not about whether you trust others, it's now about whether you can trust your own senses. Let's dive deeper into this in more episodes to come, and please subscribe and share this episode if you are interested in the topic. Thank you so much, our listeners. Please write in the comments if you have any question you want to ask ChatGPT about.